Hi, Scorpio. My name is Missy, and I am here to do the bullshit and the blessings for the second half of August. We're starting off strong with the song Me, Myself, and I by G-Eazy and BB Rexa. It's actually been playing since just before I started this recording, and I just knew immediately that I needed to speak about it. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into my disclaimer before I talk about what we're going to do with the reading here. So these readings are meant to be timeless and general in nature. If the details fit for your situation, the reading is meant for you. But if they do not, please do not try to make them fit, as that will do more harm than good and is definitely not my intention. I am not a doctor, lawyer, or accountant. If you need advice in any of those areas, please consult a professional. And please do not do something simply because I suggest it in one of these videos. You are an adult who has responsibility for your own actions, but please use that responsibility to your advantage. So with that said, what we're going to do is get a couple of cards from the oracle decks here to get a general energy of what's going on for August. The tarot cards are going to give us the details. We'll do a very quick pick card to look at any romantic energies, and then we'll look at the charms. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Man, there's three of them here. I think I'm just going to go with this one here. All right, look at, we've got completion. So you're on the last step, or something has ended recently. You're either on the last step to come to full completion, or something has ended and now the last step is actually the first step of the new beginning. So take that however it resonates with your situation. I don't mean to try and confuse anyone, but the way that it feels is like something has been completed, yes, but there's still one more step to go before it's really complete, if that makes sense. So take that however it resonates for your situation. And completion doesn't always need to mean an ending. It can just mean wholeness. Interesting too that this particular, just the colors here. So lilac is talking about strengthening your faith. Let's put that off to the side just because I feel like it's kind of poking its head out. Okay, inhale a breath of life. Interesting. And now we've got pride. Look at the purple colors. And you know what else is interesting? Look at this. We've got pride, leadership, completion, and then leadership. But look at how the colors, oh, and then another orange card, surrender, with peach and lilac here. So inhale a breath of life. So you need to surrender. What it is you need to surrender your pride, strengthen your faith, and, basically take on a leadership role to end something complete, or to complete something, basically. Not really end, but to complete something. So what is it that you need to complete? What is it that you need to take on this? Look at more purple energy, developmental clarity, whatever it is, you need to be very clear on what it is that you're trying to do. So purple and orange, this is going to be crown and sacral chakra. So, crown chakra, this is what the thoughts that are in your head. Sacral chakra is the passion that you have. So if you're feeling very passionate about something, you need to take a leadership role in order to in order to complete it or bring it to completion. And like I say, sometimes completion can be wholeness. But let's get some tarot, see what's going on here. Oh, this song is like very quietly playing in the background. It's not really like calling my attention, and yet I'm not really able to tune it out like I normally would either. So I don't know if that somehow is like an energy that's going on for you. Take it however it resonates. But the song is a certain shade of green, the acoustic version by Incubus. I was talking about procrastination. That could be why there's something in here saying you have to take the lead. You have to have faith and take the lead. Okay. All right. You got 2 pages. Okay, interesting. Both of these cards can speak to passion, and we have a success. This card here talks about being, very independent and successful. This is like wealthy, the energy of someone who is wealthy, right? But wealth doesn't always have to be money. Wealth can come in many forms, in any kind of happiness, anything that makes you feel happy. And then look, okay, so interesting. The 7 of Pentacles talks about being patient, right? You've planted the seeds for this energy here, but now you've got to take the lead in some way, possibly by speaking up with this Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck about how you feel with this Knight of Cups. And then you've got this Tower card coming right after. It's like maybe how you feel is like sudden, explosive, something that's shocking, but very honest. Also, it's like, okay, so this is a card of awakening as well, which talks about like sudden clarity, that like, oh my God, like, there's a choice, but also it's a balance as well. I don't want to keep going too far into this because we're going to get some more cards, but we have the song Narcissistic Cannibal by Korn, which I've been trying to get to, but these cards have been kind of catching my attention while the song was catching my attention. So take this however it resonates. Let's go ahead and look at the pick a card over here to get personal messages about your romantic situation. So I'm going to pull 1 card from this deck, 1 card from this deck for each group. You'll want to choose your group pretty quickly, group 1, group 2, or group 3, because as soon as I get the cards laid out on top of the group, I'm going to go ahead and read them. So give me 1 second. Actually, So here we have group 1, group 2, group 3, Okay, so for group 1, so this is, I don't, it's actually the Queen of Bombs in the book. I thought it was going to be called something else because every time I look at it, it looks like something else. And I'm going to read it the way that I see it, even if it is not meant to be read that way, only because that's just how I always read my cards. So I always see this card as, well, it's kind of obvious what they look like, and I'm not going to say. So anyway, we've got the Hanged Woman, we've got the Page of Pentacles, and then we've got this Queen of Bombs. And so the Queen of Bombs I always see as disruptive, but especially when she's in the reverse position, according to the book, she's very disruptive. Doesn't have to be a female. It's just that, when you have this energy here, the Hanged Man or the Hanged Woman, it's like the energy of things being stagnant and put on pause, right? Like, or maybe there's like, you've taken a break or there's been a separation in your relationship, so that you can kind of look at things and really kind of get a handle on, what you want or where to go, or kind of get a good look at the relationship. You want to analyze the relationship and see if it's healthy. But then here's this Queen of Bombs. And so, I see it as disruptive energy, like especially if you were on a break in your relationship, like there's somebody else that came in to cause problems. Now this could be causing problems, and actually it's funny because now it's saying Mama at the song. We've got Bohemian Rhapsody playing in the background by Queen, and where it's going Mama, and I was just getting ready to say somebody was coming in and like meddling, right? It doesn't have to be a third party coming in and ruining things because there's an affair. Sometimes it can be a third party coming in and putting in their 2 cents where it doesn't need to be. And that's how this feels. Like somebody has taken a break so that they can analyze the situation. And here comes this disruptive energy. Like, I don't know, if that's you, you just kind of want to be wary of that. But anyway, yeah, so that's for group 1. Now if you chose group 2, we've got the 4 of Cups with the Ace of Wands. So this is where someone is going to come back and offer. It's like an offer is coming back around, basically. It might be a new offer, but from the same person, because with the 4 of Cups, there's energy of like boredom, or I've been there before, at least, right? Like I know this energy because I recognize that I've been there before. But to have the Ace of Wands always depicts something new. So this could be a new start to an old relationship. Maybe one person is a little bit apathetic about it, but they're giving it a chance anyway. I only say that because the expression on the face here. Also, one person could be athletic, just because she's wearing a baseball uniform, the glove with the eye, but the eye is crying, right? So there's something, there was something in the past that, I don't know, there's some sort of new start coming here. So for group 3, we have the Sun and Temperance, very, very positive energy. This is talking about healing, joy, happiness. It's like a great big yes. If you were asking a yes or no question, yes to healing, yes to things balancing out, yes to things, getting better, calming down, becoming more peaceful. All of this energy, especially this sort of purplish pink color here, is really calling to me. It feels very warm and soft. Yeah, very good energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to our charms. You guys got one of my favorite pieces of one of my favorite crystals that's in the charm box, but we're not going to go there first. Okay, so we have 3 letters here. We're going to go to the letters first. I'm going to start over here. So with the root chakra, typically the root chakra is going to cover the areas of life that have to do with like security, courage, confidence, things like that. It can be material security, it can be your home, it can be your family, it can be your friends who are very supportive and loyal. But also the root chakra has to do with like grounding as well, that you can't be secure if you're not grounded. So that kind of comes with the territory. So anytime you have a letter come up in the reading, the letter is going to be a person, place, or thing attached to the area that it falls into. So to fall in the area of security, home, family, friends, you could have there could be a person, place, or thing with the initial J that helps you to feel very secure, or will help you feel very secure, will be very supportive. Maybe you need to secure something that has that initial attached to it. Over here, interesting, we've got the sign of Leo with the letter G. It could be like intuitively you already kind of know what you need to do, and the action that you need to take towards a Leo. Well, it could be a person, place, or thing with the initial D attached to it, but if it's a person, it's more than likely someone who has Leo in their chart. And then over here, we have speaking from your heart in this section, because this is the throat and heart chakra. So maybe you need to say something very honest that will also be very cleansing with the tourmalated quartz. Like it's really going to cleanse your soul to say whatever you need to say to someone who has the initial F, or it could be a person, place, or thing with the initial F. And then over here, where with the crown and throat chakra, it's kind of the same thing, but a little bit of a different story. It's like you really need to think about what it is that you're saying, because what you're trying to do is clear the air, right? And so if you want it to be healing, you need to be aware and be creative, right? Speak from the heart and be honest, but also, speak carefully. We have the song Best of Me by Anthony Hamilton. Okay, so with this, I don't know what these are called, but it's like the thing from a ship that steers the ship, right? So having that come out over the heart and throat chakra just kind of solidifies how, putting yourself in the right direction comes from speaking honestly or speaking from the heart. We have a piece of carnelian that came out over the throat chakra. So speak passionately, or speak about your passions, especially like, love. If it's in regards to love, speak up. We have the B and the $10 bill. So your hard work is definitely going to bring abundance in. We actually have the money coming up twice, both in the upright. So there is definite abundance coming in for you, probably from two sources that have to do with the hard work that you've put in. We have a piece of, okay, so this particular piece of tourmalated quartz is my favorite out of all the ones that I have, because on one side it's got a little piece of quartz, but then on the other side it's almost, oh, if I can get it, it's almost as black, because it's got so much tourmalation or black tourmaline in it. Of course, it's not going to focus. But anyway, having that come out over the root chakra is saying you're pretty much grounded, like you're pretty much, like your energy is pretty well protected, but you do still have a little bit of like detox left that you need to do with that clear section there, because that's what the clear quartz does. It's a master healer. It helps to cleanse and balance your energy. So there's something you need to detox from. This particular heart has an angel inside of it, and this was a gift from my aunt who has since passed away. I put it in my charm box to represent specifically that your ancestors are there supporting you every step of the way. It's like a literal message from your ancestors to you to say, I am there supporting you. You are not alone. More than likely, this is a feminine ancestor who has passed. So we have the number 6 domino. Again, this is like a message of support and security and love, because the number 6 is the number of Venus, which is the planet of love. The number 4 represents security, and the number 2 represents support. So that came out next to this, angel inside of the heart. So again, it's just more energy of your ancestors, specifically a female ancestor coming through to say that they are with you always, loving and supporting you through everything, not to worry. We have the song Witchy Woman by the Eagles. All right, so this particular piece of quartz, you see the clarity on this? It's gorgeous, right? You can almost see through it clear. It's like, anyway, I don't know if you can see that. It's gorgeous. See the little, it just, oh, I love it. Anyway, so this particular piece of quartz, for me, what it says is that you have control. You have control, or we already spoke about over here with you being very careful about what you say, right? So with this, it's like you have control over what you say, but also it's like your power comes from the control that you have over what you say. So take that however it resonates for your situation. We have a piece of rose quartz here, which is just, again, speaking to, if you speak from the heart, it's going to be very cleansing and protective for you, right? So that's just kind of confirmed here with these two together. And then you've got this piece of fluorite, again, which just confirms even more the whole mental clarity aspect and the need for it. But also this one is a little bit of purple. So it's like there's a spiritual aspect attached to it where it's not just mental clarity. It's mental clarity for compassion's sake, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that here. I hope that resonates. If it does not, please stick around. There might be another reading for you here on the channel that does. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, hit the notification bell, anything that you can to help me get my channel out there as I'm new here, and I thank you for watching.